All right. Part five.
It's butter pecan sipping cream. Appalachian
Ooh,
sipping cream. Butter pecan.
Appalachian sipping cream.
He says I should only have one. We'll see.
We got more questions.
This is also from Trailer primarily for Duel, but you can answer if you have it. Favorite Baldur's Gate companion and Tav character class.
Okay, so my first playthrough was with a Storm Sorcerer, and I think that went really well. I've messed around with a couple of other ones. I do want to try and get a Paladin through without breaking an oath, so we'll see about that. Favorite companion, though? Ooh. I mean, I'm probably just going to say Karlach.
I mean, you did try so hard.
So, backstory-ish. The first run, I have gotten to the part where, Karlach is at the romance stage. It's ready to roll. And we get the second repair on her engine so that she can make physical contact with people without burning them. Awesome. And, she makes a bunch of comments about, we're going to have a night together, it's going to be great, da-da-da. So I'm like, okay, cool, let's go camp. So I go camp.
Stars.
And when I go camp the first time, it starts a cutscene. I'm like, all right. And it's Will dancing around. And I'm like, what are you doing? What is this? No. Thanks, but no. And then I get a Dream Guardian cutscene. I'm like, ugh. What the hell? Why is this going on? Fine. Camp again. Another cutscene starts. I'm like, alright, let's roll. No. Now it's Lae'zel. It's like, you people.
Do we want to explain the why Lae'zel?
Well,
take our time.
Okay, I did have casual sex with Lae'zel first. So I guess it's understandable-ish. But yeah, it was a struggle.
Wasn't there one more?
There might have been one more. It's been a while. I did that right after release, so.
And that's Hazelnut. I have not played Baldur's Gate, but yeah, I'm still probably gonna go for Karlach. Although I've seen a lot of justification for other characters as well. All of them have all the trauma. All the
It's
trauma.
true.
All the trauma. For both, what is a memorable character moment from one of your TTRPG games? The ship thing where we just straight up took a different ship. Iggy killed 2 or 3 people. That's their job anyway. And we sold the transponder and got them to load up the weaponry and whatnot. And so we did not have to.
So slightly more detailed explanation than that very vague
Hey!
You didn't even say what game it was.
It was a Star Wars game.
Yes, it was Star Wars. They went to another place before the actual place they were trying to steal from was, stole a transponder from another Imperial cargo ship, loaded it onto their ship, landed and just had the Imperials load the stolen cargo onto their ship so they could fly away with it and not have to do a thing. It was pretty great.
He thought we were gonna have to fight stormtroopers or, fight our way through something. And no, we just straight up had them load. And then there was a rebel dude from that who was like, yeah, we kind of loaded a bomb-ish thing onto your ship as well. Just BT dubs. It's towards the bottom of stuff. Have fun!
Because I'm nice.
But yeah, he was expecting us to have to fight stormtroopers, or there was something else you were potentially expecting we would do. But it was not that.
It wasn't
but it was
that.
not that.
But hey, it worked.
It did.
I think personally, like for character-wise, did you spill?
On my hand, mostly. It's okay, you didn't want me to drink it anyway.
Understanding that I'm usually the game master, and so most of my really good ones are other people's characters reacting in ways that are awesome. But I think probably one of my favorites is a Marvel game using the old TSR Marvel system, and a character whose whole backstory was that he had been banished from his home dimension to Earth as punishment for various crimes, mostly theft, but also some other things. And that he was being observed to be on his best behavior so that he could eventually come home. And so he sees what Earth is like at this time, sees all these heroes running around, and is like, oh yeah, I can do that. His physiology gave him additional powers and things like that, so he started doing superheroing as a bit, as a, I'm going to do this till I get to go home, because it's what they're looking for, is for me to be a good person. And he hooks up with a bunch of other heroes and does a bunch of stuff that is good. Saving people's lives, fighting the Fantastic Four, but that's unrelated. They thought we were bad guys. And to be fair, one of the other people judo threw the thing into Hudson Bay. It was funny.
It happens.
Repelled an alien invasion, or at least helped with it, and then wound up somehow getting entangled with Mephistopheles and having to go to hell. And we go through this convoluted series of things to save this person, being whatever, from the depths of hell. And once they're free, they have all this power that they're able to tap into, and they're like, I want to grant you a wish. Anything you want. And just immediately, I wish to go home. All of this stuff, all of these things, and he just, that's what he was working for. He's like, if I get a wish, that's what the wish is. Now, of course, when he gets home, something has happened to his home world that has devastated it. There's nobody there. And he realizes that it's been like that almost immediately after he was banished. Something went down. So he's been doing all of this stuff for nothing. And he has this faltering moment of teetering on the edge. Like, I did all these stupid, heroic things for nothing.
Sorry, my phone decided to play an ad.
And so he sits there for just a moment. He's like, no, it wasn't for nothing. and he comes to the realization that he did all those things, even if his motives were selfish at the time, all of the things he did were still good. They still helped people. And ultimately, that's what the point was. And he makes his way back to the judicial building where he got banished, sees that there's nobody there, looks through records, sees nothing. It's like, well, there's nothing here anyway. And goes back through the little chamber where they banished him to go back to the people that he has become friends with. So that was a fun little arc.
Sorry, I did not describe our thing the best. It was still fun.
It was. What else?
Since you have to live in an apocalyptic setting, what sort of theme do you wish you could have? I think Tram's being even more negative than I am at the moment.
Ugh. I mean, zombie would be the most optimistic at this point from where we're at, because it would mean that the greater infrastructure would shut down and maybe things would start to come back from that. So maybe zombies. Definitely Mad Max one is where we're headed.
I mean, we're currently playing a Shadowrun one, so...
That's not apocalyptic per se.
Unfortunately, we seem to be a little too close for comfort.
Best get used to living in cyberpunk dystopias. You're in one.
Fair enough, but damn!
Yeah.
He's right, maybe zombies. Maybe can just shoot up better. Or something. I don't know. Would you still love me if I was a worm? Would that change if I was a dune worm? I love you regardless.
I don't know. That one guy turning into a dune sandworm did not work out very well. He may not have been a great person to begin with, though, so it's hard to tell.
Do we love Tram? I love Tram. I'm sorry. Regardless
You're
of what
sorry
kind
for
of...
loving your partner?
Regardless of what kind of worm you are, I love you. No, I'm not sorry for loving my partner.
What are you apologizing for?
I
I'm
don't
confused.
know.
Okay.
Because I'm used to apologizing.
I guess.
Do you love Tram the worm?
I mean, transport would be a lot cheaper. It would not cost very much to send a worm here from Tacoma versus a plane ticket. It's a little box, some food, rock and roll. Because it is not legal to send a person through the postal service any longer.
They stopped that fairly quickly, it seems.
I mean,
There might have been a video about
only
it.
once the parcel post thing got going.
There might have been a video about it on TikTok
Yes.
fairly recently. Yeah, we watched the videos about postal shipping children on TikTok fairly recently. On his TikTok. Because I don't have TikTok because I would fall down a rabbit hole. Because I'm pretty sure I have been diagnosed either ADHD or autism or some shiz. All of it.
Any more?
Not at the moment.
All right.
Do you have any more?
I don't believe so. Let me double check.
I am the very drunk.
Yes, you are.
I think I am saving the butterscotch schnapps to stick into
That's a good point.
hot chocolate at some later point, which is not tonight.
There are no more questions at the moment.
I do have waters. Well, just one water, but it's a big one.
All right. Send more if you want to. We will see about getting to them, but otherwise, have a wonderful evening, Internet.
Bye, you internets.